We are taught from childhood that kindness is the greatest virtue, to be selfless, to be giving, to always put others first. But what happens when that virtue becomes a vulnerability? What happens when your desire to be nice becomes the very thing that quietly, relentlessly breaks you down? This is the untold story of the suffering nice people endure, the silent sacrifice behind every yes they never wanted to say. To understand the pain, we must first define the trap. We're not talking about genuine empathy or healthy generosity. We're talking about compulsive niceness, often known as people-pleasing. The people-pleaser doesn't act out of abundant desire to help. They act out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of simply being disliked. Their core identity is tied to being useful. Their internal monologue is a constant validation seeking. Am I helping enough? Do they still like me? This is not selfless, it's a survival mechanism. The nice person's greatest enemy is not the world, but the resentment that builds inside them. Every time they ignore their own needs, every time they take on an extra burden, a tiny piece of bitterness is deposited. This internal conflict, the public smile versus the private scream, is exhausting. It leads to severe burnout, emotional flatness, and the feeling of having nothing left to give, even to themselves. They operate without boundaries. A boundary is simply communicating where you end and another person begins. The nice person sees boundaries not as self-respect, but as a hostile act. They don't have time for hobbies. They don't pursue their own goals. Why? Because their schedule is owned by the people they are trying to keep happy. Their life becomes a footnote to everyone else's story. And the sad truth is, the world is quick to identify a soft target. When you never say no, you inadvertently attract takers. These aren't necessarily malicious people. They are simply responding to the path of least resistance. The person who is constantly available, constantly forgiving, and never holds them accountable. This creates a dangerous cycle of unequal reciprocity. The nice person gives 10, receives 1, and convinces themselves that this small return is enough. They are addicted to the potential of receiving kindness, not the reality of it. Over time, the nice person's relationships become transactional, built on what they can provide, not who they are. And when they finally falter, when they finally break down and say no, what happens? The takers often react with shock, disappointment, and even anger. They accuse the nice person of being selfish because in their mind, the nice person is supposed to suffer for their benefit. So, how do we break the curse? The journey isn't about becoming cruel, it's about becoming authentic. It's about replacing people-pleasing with people-respecting, and that includes respecting yourself. The most crucial tool is the word no. No is a complete sentence. It doesn't require justification, apology, or a 20-minute explanation. It is a protective shield around your energy and your time. Secondly, practice healthy selfishness. Think of it this way: you cannot pour from an empty cup. To be truly kind, you must first be full. Prioritizing your mental health, your physical health, and your goals isn't selfish. It's a prerequisite for sustainable compassion. The people who matter, the true friends and partners, will not resent your boundaries. They will respect them. They are the ones who appreciate your authentic presence, not your constant performance of helpfulness. The dark side of human kindness is a cycle of pain, driven by the belief that your own value is determined by external approval. But real value comes from within. True kindness is not martyrdom. True kindness is selective, intentional, and rooted in strength. It's the difference between saying yes because you have to and saying yes because you want to. Stop being nice and start being whole. It's time to claim your time, defend your energy, and finally direct some of that immense kindness toward the one person who needs it most, you. The world doesn't need another martyr. It needs you, fully present and fully realized. If this resonated with you, share your thoughts below. The discussion around boundaries starts now.